think there's definitely a perception around the accounting industry in terms of the work-life balance, the way that people are worked, I think from what people are wanting out of work, they're looking at different careers or other different ways of going about even becoming an accountant, maybe not getting the qualification straight away, and working in business and getting there another way. So obviously there's a knock-on effect of that, where firms have to then have a much stronger training program to get the people and their staff up to the quality and level that they require. On the one side of that is great that there's probably a lot more personalization and in practice coaching. But obviously there's the technical side of things, and obviously you'll only get an exposure to what that business does. So obviously there's the breadth of knowledge isn't as wide. So if your company doesn't do any foreign exchange transactions and stuff, you're not going to get that exposure. Or if your company is a part of a larger group, you won't get that consolidation side of things. So there obviously are pros for the more work experience learning and versus the more technical sitting down and smashing the CPA before. I think every person that has been in the Big Four does follow that with a bit of curiosity. I think they've got an interesting setup where obviously they've, I think, gained their traction through, I think, people's current day stories and experiences. And I think it's like really, they share a lot of people's stories anonymously, which I think, so I think it's one of those things you can't tell the veracity of the people's claims, but I think judging by the likes and the comments under the videos, a lot of the sentiment is widely shared. So I think what they do is they do try and call out companies that do say one thing and then do another. So it's like, we love our corporate culture, but then people get their layoff letters via Teams invite kind of thing. So I think there's definitely almost like keeping people honest and calling people out, which I think is good. So that when people do say we've got a corporate culture, we've encouraged work-life balance, people are held then accountable and say, listen, that may be the case. People can then comment saying, listen, well, we actually do not just get pizzas after busy season, and that there is actually a wellness program, and they can then, by leaving those comments, sort of filter that through. So yeah, I think there is that big push, and I think even I know if even the Big Four, there is a want to go that way with the work-life balance. But I think in the more mid-tier, smaller firms, you have that agility to actually put that into practice and make those work-life balance an actual reality. So we take it quite seriously with our 9 to 5, and then just making sure that everyone, when they're here, it's work hard, play hard, and then on their time, it's their time. And I think that just enables you to either, if you're concentrating on things at home or exams, etc., you can then carve that time out and make best use of it. It's been very good, and I think one of the use cases for grabbing some resource plus talent has been to then allow their current staff the actual work-life balance. So come before a busy season, planning the audits, bringing on additional staff that will either allow the current staff to complete their stuff on time or even take leave during a previously busy period, so that they have that breadth to allow their staff to take leave, whereas before they would have had to just push through and only take the leave after the deadline. And obviously kids' holidays and anniversaries don't wait always for after the deadlines.